Have you ever looked at a bag of chips and thought, wait a minute, when did this become a luxury item? You're not alone. Across the country and across the world, people are starting to wake up to a harsh financial reality. The things we used to grab without a second thought now come with a serious price tag. And when you compare what you're paying to what you're actually getting, it just doesn't feel worth it anymore. This video isn't just about rising prices. It's about the quiet financial revolution happening behind the scenes. A shift in spending habits, a shift in values, and for some, a shift toward building real wealth by simply opting out. So let's talk about the everyday things people are no longer spending money on, and how skipping them could be the smartest money move you'll ever make. Fast food, the 50 mistake. Fast food used to be the ultimate cheap and easy option. Swing through the drive-thru, grab a hot meal for a few bucks, and be on your way. But today, that same combo meal is pushing 12, 15, or even more. For two people, you're easily dropping $30 to $40. That's no longer a budget meal, that's sit-down restaurant money. And what do you get for it? Smaller portions, lower quality, and a frustrating experience. You're not greeted with a smile anymore. You're punching buttons on a kiosk, waiting longer than ever, and walking away less satisfied. People are waking up. They're realizing, why am I paying a premium for convenience that's no longer convenient? Here's the truth, cutting back on fast food isn't just a diet win, it's a wealth habit. That $40 spent on burgers could be $40 invested. Compound that over time, and we're not just talking lunch, we're talking legacy. Snacks and candy, death by 1,000 bites. Once upon a time, you could toss a bag of chips or a candy bar into your cart without blinking. But now, 6 to 8 for a half-empty bag of Doritos, 3 large for a candy bar that barely lasts 2 bites. And let's not even talk about shrinkflation, where the size gets smaller while the price climbs higher. What's changed? Nothing, except your wallet. These items used to be cheap little pleasures. Now they're borderline luxury indulgences for many families. And when people realize they could cook a full meal for the price of some cookies and soda, they start making smarter choices. This is where the wealth mindset kicks in. Quiet millionaires don't throw money away on empty calories, they make every dollar count. And skipping the snack aisle is a small but powerful way to flex financial discipline. Once a symbol of freedom, cars have become one of the worst value for money purchases out there. The average new car, nearly $50,000. Used cars, still over $25,000, even if they're 5 or 6 years old. And guess what? You're not buying a timeless, long-lasting machine. You're buying a depreciating asset that loses value the moment you leave the lot. It's no wonder people are driving their current cars longer than ever before. Wealth-smart individuals aren't ashamed to drive older vehicles. They understand the golden rule. If it runs, it saves. Stretching a car payment over 7 or 8 years might make the monthly amount feel manageable. But in reality, it's just a silent anchor pulling your financial future down. Investors know every dollar not spent on a flashy ride is a dollar that could be multiplying in the market. Vacations used to be an exciting break from reality, a few days to relax, recharge, and explore. But now, even a modest weekend getaway can feel financially reckless. Flights, hotels, meals, Ubers, entertainment, it adds up fast. A 3-day trip could set you back $2,000 or more. For families, it's often double that. The wealthy have learned something powerful here. You don't need to escape a life you've carefully built. And if you're going to spend that kind of money, it better give you a return, either in unforgettable memories or deep relaxation. Not just overpriced cocktails and long lines at tourist traps. Smart money moves include travel hacking with points, planning well in advance, or simply opting for staycations that cost less but deliver just as much joy. High-end fashion used to signal status. Now it often just signals debt. $150 for jeans, $400 for a jacket, a closet full of logo-heavy clothes, and still nothing to wear. Here's the truth. Real wealth doesn't scream, it whispers. The quiet rich don't waste thousands keeping up with fashion trends. They invest in timeless pieces, quality over quantity, and they prioritize fit and durability, not flashy labels. A true wealth mindset knows that every unnecessary dollar spent on vanity is one less dollar invested in freedom. Instead of keeping up with the trends, keep up with your savings. You'll find peace is always in style. Movies and entertainment, the price of popcorn. Remember when going to the movies was a fun, affordable night out? Now one ticket might cost you $20. Add popcorn, drinks, and candy, and a family of four is easily spending $100 for 2 hours of entertainment. Streaming has completely changed the game. And more people are realizing, why pay more for less comfort, sticky floors, and overpriced snacks when you can watch from your own couch with better snacks and no crowds? Cutting out expensive entertainment isn't about deprivation. It's about redistributing your money to where it truly matters. Want to see something truly exciting? Watch your net worth grow instead of another Hollywood sequel. Dining out used to be a treat, a celebration. Now it feels more like a trap. $25 entrees, 15 cocktails, 20% tips, even when the service struggles. It's not just a meal, it's a financial decision. And while there's nothing wrong with treating yourself, what once cost $60 for a couple can now easily hit 100 plus without any added joy. Many people are shifting their mindset. Cooking at home isn't just healthier, it's wealthier. It's not about never going out. It's about knowing when it's truly worth it and when it's just another overpriced habit draining your bank account. Here's a harsh truth no one wants to admit. A lot of new homes today, they're overpriced and underbuilt. Poor craftsmanship, cheap materials, tight lots, noisy neighbors, and finishes that start falling apart after just a few years. Yet somehow you're expected to fork over $500,000 and still pay HOA fees on top. Compare that to older homes, solid wood doors, thicker walls, real craftsmanship. Sure, they may need updates, but they were built to last. The wealth-minded buyer knows value isn't about newness, it's about durability. It's about what stands the test of time. In a world that sells speed and flash, true wealth lies in patience and substance. So what does all this mean? It means more and more people are finally seeing the truth. Just because something was normal to buy 10 years ago doesn't mean it still makes sense today. This shift in thinking is a quiet revolution. It's people stepping off the treadmill of consumerism and asking deeper questions. Is this purchase adding value to my life? Is this helping me reach my financial goals? Could this money be better used building something bigger? Because here's what millionaires understand. Every dollar has a job. And when you stop spending money on things that no longer serve you, you start giving your money a mission. That mission might be financial independence, or early retirement, or funding your kids' education, or simply never stressing about money again. It doesn't start with winning the lottery. It starts with small choices, like skipping the fast food, cooking more meals, holding onto your car a little longer, and investing in assets instead of trends. The world is changing, prices are rising. But your power lies in how you respond. Every dollar you choose not to waste is a dollar you can invest in your future. That's how quiet wealth is built, one smart decision at a time. If you found this video helpful, inspiring, or maybe just a little validating, do me a favor. Hit the like button so YouTube knows this content matters. Subscribe for more tips on money, mindset, and mastering your financial future. And drop a comment. What's one thing you refuse to spend money on anymore? Let's build wealth together, quietly, intentionally, and powerfully.